Hi guys. Okay, so I subscribe to the San Diego Zoo magazines and they sent me some really cool stuff. And one year they sent me stuff with butterflies in it. So I kind of want to read them to you so you can see all the cool things they sent. Okay, this is called a flight pattern. Symbolizing hope and the arrival of spring, butterflies allow our imaginations to take wing. Their dazzling colors and graceful motions are a sight to behold, and you can do that up close at the butterfly jungle at San Diego Zoo. Which we can't go to now, but hopefully it'll open up soon. We can go see the butterfly jungle at the zoo. Okay, so this is one giant butterfly. Look at that. The eyes have it. A butterfly's eyes give it almost a 340-degree field of vision. 360 is all the way around, and they can see 340, so that means they can see their eyes. We can only see to about here. Like, I can't see my hand right now with my eyes. Butterflies can see almost all the way around their whole head without turning their heads. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Who knew? Butterfly wings are clear, and some of the colors and patterns we see are made by the reflections of the tiny scales on top of them. So their wings have scales on them. Fun fact. Soul food. Butterflies can taste with their feet. What? Butterflies, we taste with our tongue, right? If you look at your tongue, you have all these little bumps on it, right? Those are called taste buds. Butterflies don't use their tongue to taste. They use their feet. Can you imagine having to step on your food to taste it? I don't know. Winging it. Most butterflies travel at up to 5 to 12 miles an hour. Flight club, There are about 20,000 known butterfly species in the world, found on every continent except Antarctica. Now, a species means different types of butterflies, so there are over 20,000 different types of butterflies. That's amazing. Take a lick. Butterflies have a long, tube-like tongue called a proboscis that allows them to soak up their food rather than sip it. So they have this really long straw-like thing that comes out, and it actually curls up when they're not using it. And once our butterflies hatch, I will show you this because it is so, you can kind of see it in the picture right here. See that thing coming out? That's the proboscis. That's like a big long tongue. They stick it down in the flowers or the fruit or whatever they're eating, and they kind of soak up all that sugar water or the nectar from the flowers. Okay. On this page, it talks about the cycle of the butterfly, right? We've been reading about this. Butterflies and moths undergo a complete metamorphosis during their life. Once it's formed, a butterfly has a very short life, just 3 to 4 weeks. So once the caterpillar becomes a butterfly, it only lives for 3 or 4 weeks. Its entire life cycle can range between 2 and 8 months, depending on the species. This fascinating life cycle is made up of 4 parts: the egg, the larva, or the caterpillar, the pupa, or the chrysalis, and an adult. Step 1, the egg. Usually laid on the leaves of plants, butterfly eggs are tiny. They may be round or oval, or even ribbed, depending on the different type of butterfly. So let's take a close look at that egg. Wow. Step 2, the larva. Once the egg hatches, the butterfly enters into the larva, or caterpillar, stage, during which its main job is to eat a lot. Its first meal is the leaf that it was attached to. See that little caterpillar? Step 3 is the pupa, also known as a cocoon or a chrysalis. As soon as the caterpillar reaches its full size, it forms itself into a pupa, also known as a chrysalis. In this stage, the creature's tissues, organs, and limbs completely change. Wow. It goes inside this cocoon and it turns from a caterpillar into a butterfly. It's pretty amazing stuff, isn't it? Step 4, adult butterfly. When the butterfly first emerges from the chrysalis, both of the wings are soft and folded against its body. This is because the butterfly had to fit all of its new parts inside the pupa. Once the butterfly has rested after coming out of the chrysalis, it pumps blood into the wings and gets them working and flapping, and they can fly. So when the butterflies come out, their wings are actually wet, and they sit there and they flap them like they're drying them. They open them, their hearts pump the blood into their wings. Have you ever had your leg fall asleep? Yeah. And then your heart has to pump more blood into it to make it feel things, right? That's what they're doing with their wings. They're pumping their blood into those wings, and then they wave them and dry them off until they become nice and dry. Awesome. Well, that's kind of it for that, but isn't that a cool picture? You can see all the different stages, the life cycle of the butterfly. There's some more information down here, but they're not about caterpillars or butterflies, so I'm not going to go into it, but thanks for watching with me and learning all about the butterflies. All right, guys.